Today I'm going to jail, and I'm going to be running that joint like Martha Stewart. Some of you may be aware of Irithyll Dungeon. Well, I'm going in. I'm going to be reading item descriptions. We're also going to be heading to Profaned Capital, and we're going to help our little wholesome onion guy keep a promise to this giant man here. Or, man, he's a giant. Don't get too caught up on the details. Anywho, if you enjoy the video, be sure to subscribe. Help me hit 1,000 subs. It's happening, folks. We're getting there, and I'd appreciate your support. Let's get to the video. Yorshka's Spear. This treasure, gifted to the Yorshka Church, is enchanted by a soporific spell. Soporific meaning sleepy. I looked this word up. Now you know. I know. Now you know. And was surreptitiously, which means like secretive, surreptitiously worshipped by Irithyll's slaves. As a weapon, it is part spear and part hammer, the former allowing thrusting and the latter allowing strikes. And then the skill is Pacify. Raise this spear in prayer and temporarily wear down enemy FP with each strike, which is where the soporific part comes from. So the slaves of Irithyll were secretly being like, hell yeah, this spear's awesome. But they had to do it surreptitiously. My new favorite word. I'm never saying it again. Unless I read it in an item description. Sometimes there's these words that you use them and you're like, I sound like an asshole. And I feel like that's one of those words. And soporific. Now, soporific made more sense, but surreptitiously, not so much. Hey. Oh, that's a mighty big arbalest. Is that an arbalest or is that a crossbow? Don't fall. Bro, come back. You don't have to do this. Actually, I wouldn't mind if you just fell. Whoa! I didn't expect him to do that. Okay. Oh, there he goes again. Okay, nice. Murakumo, the curved greatsword of Alva, seeker of the spurned. Specially forged in an eastern land. Sharp but heavy, this sword requires extreme strength and dexterity to wield. The search for the spurned had no end, and so the wayfaring knight warmed to a most deformed weapon. Skill, spin slash. Slice into foes with a large spinning motion, and continue spinning to transition into a strong attack. Yes, I'm well aware. I was on the receiving end of that. It's not very fun. This part of the game was a doozy when I first played this game. Like, holy cow, I was not prepared. Wonderful. They look very cool. Not really in the mood for it, though. They do look cool. So far, so good. I love the way they run. It's really goofy. Well, we're cruising around the level, chilling, vibing, hanging out, smoking moongrass. Old Sorcerer Hat. Traditional attire worn by sorcerers of the Vinheim Dragon School. Long ago, sorcerers were said to always dress properly, even while on distant journeys of discovery, even before such journeys were established curriculum. So, I guess here's a question for the viewer. Which one's worse to you? The Mind Flayers and Demon Souls, or these guys? I kind of got to give it to these guys. I feel like, you know, they lower your health and they could quickly kill you if they slow you down. But yeah, Mind Flayers, they could, you know, they could paralyze you and go over and suck you. I'm not seeing the problem here. Pale Pine Resin. Pale Pine Resin that faintly glimmers. Temporarily applies magic to right-hand weapon. The blood-red substance sometimes found within suggests there is more to this so-called resin than meets the eye. What does that mean? These things are just disgusting. Look at its tail. I know it's peaceful. I can't help it. I can't look at that thing. Jailbreaker's Key. Key to the barred window in the Irithyll dungeon, but the window only leads to a bottomless black pit below, and above, a paltry view of the ruined Profaned capital. The very architecture appears to be a cruel joke the jailers played on would-be escapees. Douches. More reason to kill these guys. Aristocrat's Mask. Mask worn by jailers of Irithyll dungeon. Noblemen delighted in its plump features. Oh, that's interesting. The jailers were among the few survivors inhabiting the Profaned capital, later serving under Pontiff Sullivan. Perhaps the screams emanating from the cells helped them forget their old homes. What's wrong, little guy? Open up! I'm breaking free. So the cruel joke is this doesn't actually lead anywhere. I'm assuming this was a prisoner. But he had the bellowing dragon crest ring. A special ring given to those who are deemed fit to undertake the journey of discovery in Vinheim, home of sorcery. Greatly boosts sorceries. Apropos to the dragon school, the seal depicts an everlasting dragon. A bellowing dragon symbolizes the true nature of the consummate sorcerer. And then there's only one way to do this properly, and it's to drop on this person. You're doing it wrong if you're not doing that. It's just the right thing to do. We're about halfway done with the dungeon, I'd say. So first up, Old Cell Key. Key to the oldest cell in the Irithyll dungeon. The first prisoner of the dungeon was a lone giant. Cells for men were built at his feet. Lightning Blade. Miracle allegedly wielded by a certain Dragon Slayer knight in the Age of Gods. Reinforces right weapon with lightning. Tales of Dragon Slayers are now a rare thing, told only in fragments and whispers in remote regions. Dragon Torso Stone. Stone imbued with the power of the everlasting dragons. Used in a secret rite by dragon worshippers. Gain the torso of a dragon and a dragon's roar. A transformation that is irreversible until death. From ancient times, the path of dragon worship was walked by warriors. It is said they envision Archdragon Peak in the depths of their meditation, and at times, they even hear the distant sound of the great bell at the peak. Tailbone Short Sword and Profaned Coal. Profaned Coal. Coal used for weapon infusion. Remnants of the fire that burned down the profaned capital, preserved in an icy skull. Give to the blacksmith in the shrine to allow the use of gems for dark, blood, and hollow infusion. Tailbone Short Sword. Twisted dagger cherished by the wretched prisoners of Irithyll dungeon. Crafted from a feeble tailbone and seen as a sign of the dragons. Their screams are oft heard inside the dungeon as they naively mutilate their unworthy flesh. Skill, Unleash Dragon. Thrust the dagger to unleash the strength of dragons, similar to an ancient dragon weapon, only with its power tragically faded. I thought there was something in here. Looks like it's safe. Xanthius Ashes. And the Dusk Crown Ring. Xanthius Ashes. Umbral ash of a sorcerer who explored the golden sorceries of a long-lost land. With this, the shrine handmaid will prepare new items. They were called Xanthius Scholars, but some foolishly imitate them by simply dressing in yellow. Dusk Crown Ring. Leaf-colored crown ring bestowed upon the Princess of Irithyll, ancient land of golden sorceries. Reduces spell FP consumption, but also lowers HP. Irithyll is synonymous for its lost sorceries, of which the Xanthius sorcerers are dedicated scholars. This crown ring is a rare artifact of great magic heritage. Soldering Iron. Branding iron used by the jailer's prowling Irithyll dungeon. Press its searing tip against foes to inflict fire damage and temporarily block Estus healing. The skills charge, we know charge. And then we have Alva Helm. Protection of Alva, Seeker of the Spurned. This steel helm was trimmed to reduce weight. To this day, troubadours sing of tales of the wandering knight Alva and his travels, and of his involvement with the saint and the witch. Needless to say, the songs traditionally end in tragedy. Alright, bring it on. This is the main reason I switched to this weapon. Because I was thinking that it would go better than using the mace, the spiked mace. And it looks like I was right. Alright, Dark Souls 2 fans. Look what we have here. Stretch out in an undead bone shard. Do we know who this is? He's got a ladder next to him. He's from Dark Souls 2. He's dead. He kind of looks like a statue almost. He was a criminal. So he probably came here to run away from even more things. Or maybe he just hollowed and didn't understand. But his body looks weird. He doesn't look hollowed. I don't know. Whatever the case, he's there. And we're moving on to the second half of Irithyll Dungeon. Statues are kind of neat. He's like, what the hell is that? I don't know. Let's check the sky. I'm coming to get you. He missed me. I don't know how, but probably shouldn't complain. Pretty easy. The 3 hippo-handed, crazy-looking enemies. And I just went straight into his hand. You know what? I think the spiked mace might be better here. Get me out of this. I don't want to be in this. I'm in it. It's too late. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck on this freaking stair. There we go. Okay, I got Eleonora. Purging stone. Ash-colored stone encasing a skull. Reduces undead curse buildup and cures hollowing. Inhabitants of Londor, the land of hollows, use this secret treasure to feign normalcy. Occasionally, a hollow fools even himself and turns on his own kind. Eleonora, a strange weapon found among malformed inhabitants of the Profaned capital. The Profaned flame was triggered by the curse of these women, relatives of a certain oracle, but despite their culpability, they went on living without any cares. And skill is Feast Bell. Hold up axe and wave to emit a solemn chime to temporarily make weapons lacerating and to restore HP for each hit. This is viable for our build. That guy I always thought was really cool. Don't do it. He's gonna bleed. That was actually really easy. Logan Scroll. Logan Paul. I love Logan Paul, guys. I'm a big Logan Paul fan. He is not an asshat, okay? I don't care what anyone says. He's not a complete scammer and a loser. Logan Scroll. Secret scroll of the Profaned capital court sorcerers containing sorceries of Logan. Give to a sorcerer to learn Logan's sorceries. The court sorcerers use this scroll to claim heirship to Logan's legacy, though how that claim stands up to closer scrutiny is another story, meaning they're just some dudes. Wrath of the Gods. Primal form of force. Creates a powerful shockwave. Wrath of the Gods is an epic tale, while Force is but a woefully incomplete version of that yarn. This primal account of profound fury emits a shockwave that also inflicts damage. Court Sorcerer's Staff. Catalyst used by the court sorcerers of the Profaned capital. Very powerful when wielded by an exceptionally intelligent sorcerer. The court sorcerers laid claim to the legacy of the renowned Big Hat Logan, going so far as to emulate him with copies of the staff he used. They sound like fanboys. I always feel like this area was just kind of like wasted. This little spot. Court Sorcerer Hood. Hood worn by court sorcerers of the Profaned capital. This tall, dark headpiece suggests they may have also been oracles. There are many sorcerers who claim to heirship to the great sage Big Hat Logan, and the Profaned capital houses one of two leading schools.
Take this.
Titanite Slab. Titanite Slab for weapon reinforcement, said to once belong to the gods. Reinforces weapons to their highest level. Titanite slabs are smithing materials of the gods, and weapons reinforced with slabs will be admired no less than their precious legendary weapons. Profaned Flame. Pyromancy deriving from the Profaned Flame. Engulfs foes at range and burns them to ashes. The Profaned capital was consumed by fire after Yhorm the Giant became a Lord of Cinder. The fire, born of the sky, is said to have incinerated naught but human flesh. Dragon Slayer Lightning Arrow. Large spear-like arrows enveloped in lightning created by the giant blacksmith of the gods. Can only be used with great bows. Lightning has been a weapon of Dragon Slayers ever since the time of Gwyn, the First Lord. There's a good chance I just die here soon. Yeah, it's very, very easy to die here. Yeah. Get rid of this guy. Almost. Oh man, tricky. Okay. Well, here we are. They're both mimics. That's gonna kill me. You know, I gotta be honest. I have got to be honest with you folks. I am not happy about what just happened. Now let me show you what not to do in this situation. Yeah, engaging the entire group. Don't ever do what I just did. I don't know why I did it. I think I just wanted to be an idiot for a second. Oh my god! Why did I do it? I already lost the souls. I don't care anymore. All right, we're going in. Prepare for epicness.
Yhorm, old friend. I, Siegward of the Knights of Catarina, have come to uphold my promise. Let the sun shine upon this Lord of Cinder.
All right. The friend has come to help his friend. Because he like went crazy or something. I'm not really sure. He's doing damage already for me. That's nice. Storm Ruler. Let me whip out Storm Ruler. He's just doing all the work while I sit here and just vibe. All right. Charging it up. Does it charge up again? I guess not. Oh. Oh, shit. He's dead. Holy fuck. He killed him fast. Does this do damage like regular? No, you just have to charge it up. Okay, let me charge her up. He's not really a big fan of that. I cannot believe how fast he killed him. I don't think I ever knew that he could do that. Holy shit. Damn, when do I get a chance to attack, son? I have to do this because he's dead and I must avenge him. Does it save my progress on my charge? I don't know. It does save it if you get an actual, like, charge going. I can't believe he died. I'm so sad. Here I go killing. Never mind. Here I go dying. What? I didn't hit him. Prepare to die. What? Are we seeing this? The wave is missing him. I'm hitting him with the actual sword, but the wave is missing. Chop and slice. I don't even know what I'm doing sometimes. Would you mind if I charge my sword on you, Yhorm? There we go. Enjoy. Okay, I will say this fight is kind of boring. Because there's only really one way to really... I mean, you can use a weapon on him, but it's not going to go wonderfully. This is kind of the only way to deal with them. And it's a callback to Demon Souls. Which I didn't even understand when I first played this. I didn't know that. Because I didn't play Demon Souls until a long time later. Here we go. Goodbye. Well, sorry about that, Siegward. I did take care of it for you, bud. And I'm going to get thrown into... Yikes. I just remembered.
The fire fades and awaits its one last lord. Prince Lothric is in your hands.
So I need to quickly switch out my weapons.
Please save his soul.
I kind of hate this. Because I don't know if I can, like, leave. Or if I have to give it a go. Actually, I think I can leave if I want. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna go for it. Screw it. Okay, so I fought this thing in another game. I won't say what it is, but I think we know. I think we're well aware what game I'm talking about. And it's kind of a much harder fight. That's gonna hurt. That wasn't even worth healing. I wonder if the spiked mace is better for this fight. We'll see. If she can be, you know, frostbitten, then it'll be worth it. I haven't heard the noise though. Woo, that hurts. That all hurts a lot. Okay, I got 2 heals. Okay, I can't tell if the frostbite happened or not. I need to just get back. It's very doable. I feel like I'm getting greedy. I think it's like the hardest part of the fight. It's just this last little sliver of health. I mean, she's not doing her best right now. This is not her best work. Don't kill me when I'm so close. Please, I beg of you. There we go. Not bad. Well, there you go. There's a bonus fight. Defeat Dancer of the Boreal Valley. First off, Soul of the Dancer. One of the twisted souls steeped in strength. Used to acquire many souls or transpose to extract its true strength. The Pontiff Sullivan bestowed a double slashing sword upon a distant daughter of the formal royal family, ordering her to serve first as a dancer and then as an outrider knight, the equivalent to exile. Soul of Yhorm the Giant. Yhorm is the descendant of an ancient conqueror, but was asked by the very people once subjugated to lead them, serving as both a weighty blade and a stone-hard shield.
Aha, so...
Hello, Legolas. That was one of the worst jokes I've ever made. Okay, Soothing Sunlight. Special miracle granted to the maidens of the Princess of Sunlight. Restores a large amount of HP for self and those in the general area. The miracles of Guinevere, the princess cherished by all, bestow their blessing on a great many warriors. And then Dancer's Enchanted Swords, which are very cool looking. Paired enchanted swords that Pontiff Sullivan bestowed upon the Dancer of the Boreal Valley. These blades, symbolic of the dancer's vows, are enchanted by dark magic in the right hand and fire in the left, mirroring the Pontiff. Skill, Dancer's Grace. Unleash the fury of both blades and of dancing spin motion and use strong attack to continue the performance until stamina is exhausted. Then we have Yhorm's Great Machete. Great machete wielded long ago by Yhorm the Giant. Yhorm once lumbered on the front lines with a great shield. But one day, in place of his shield, a left-hand notch was added to his machete, enabling the smashing technique that would become the legacy of his later years. Yhorm's Great Shield. Great Shield used long ago by Yhorm the Giant. Increases the user's poise. As a lord, Yhorm risked everything and fought unflinchingly as a one-man vanguard. Following the loss of the one he wished to protect, he forsook his shield. Alright, thanks for watching. In the next video, we're going to take on some of the more secretive areas. One of the areas you could say is a secret within a secret. Anyway, we're going to be going through some of those areas. We're kind of running out of game here, which is kind of surprising. I feel like this game kind of sneaks up on you. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, you're almost done. Which we're not almost done, but it's getting closer. It's getting closer to the end. I don't have the DLC yet. I need to get it. I kind of wanted to wait till it was on sale. So if I do run out of game before the DLC is on sale, I might have to take a small break before I play the DLC. So I mean, hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully I don't have to wait very long. But we shall see on that. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe. Help me reach 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate all the support. Like the video, comment, all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.